Good evening, guys. Good afternoon, wherever you are. Good evening, wherever part around the world you're from. This time, you guys know me as A Games Fighters TV on YouTube. As you guys know, I mainly upload fighting game clips from my past streams. This time, I wanted to do something different, and I actually wanted to share some fighting game news with you guys. Um, this one I've been wanting to talk to for about a hot minute now. I call it FGC news. So I wanted to do something a little different with this video. This is something I've been wanting to talk about for a while now. And today's topic is going to be about Street Fighter 6, which is something I've been wanting to share, talk about with you guys for a while now. And we all know with Street Fighter 6, that the inclusion of Mai and Terry coming over to Street Fighter 6. This is Capcom's officially their first time including any kind of guest characters this is the first time in 30 to 40 years that they're officially including any kind of guest characters outside of their company. So it was believed for the longest time that even amongst myself, was believed for the longest time that the characters, Capcom never needed any kind of guest characters, as the characters themselves fuel the marketing for the franchise, and they generate sales and all that. They alone expand the Street Fighter franchise. So it was believed for a long time that the Street Fighter characters never needed guest characters. So this is pretty crazy. So what does this mean for the FGC? What does this mean for the future of Street Fighter for Capcom and SNK with the inclusion of Terry and Mai? I think what this means for the future of Street Fighter, Capcom, and SNK, I definitely think that this means something very big that's going to be coming up in the next few years. So I do, and I'm gonna try and do a part 2 to this video. Probably, my thing of, does this lead to a Capcom versus SNK3? I'm gonna talk about that in the next part of the video. So let's get to the point. Let's talk about how it, with the inclusion of Street Fighter of Terry and Mai into Street Fighter. So it all started back in the Summer Games month in June of this year. Director Takayuki Nakayama mentions how Terry and Mai's inclusion on Street Fighter 6 promotes a world with more fighting games. So of course they want to reach out to everybody, by including guest characters, creating a world where people have more fighting games to enjoy. It still feels a bit surreal to think that M. Bison, Terry, Mai, and Elena will be joining the Street Fighter 6 roster via the Year 2 character pass. With Terry and Mai, this will be the first time that third-party guests will be featured in the mainline Street Fighter entry. We somewhat had a hint over this a year ago when Takayuki, director Nakayama, and producer Shuhei Matsumoto declared themselves to be big fans of SNK fighting games. However, it turns out that the reasoning behind Terry's and Mai's inclusion in Street Fighter 6 goes just beyond that. And goes on to say, Nakayama and Matsumoto recently sat down for an interview with Famitsu during the reveal of the Street Fighter Season 2 roster. The interview is in Japanese, so we had Nicholas Manjin Tenshinhan Taylor provide translations of everything that was said. During the interview, Nakayama acknowledges that some people might have a difficult time accepting all of this, considering that this is the first time they've done some sort of thing for Street Fighter, which is true because I've read there was some negativity, comments of Terry and Mai. There was some negativity towards these characters from long time, from Street Fighter fans, from Facebook that I've read, and some online. So they have received some negativity, but overall, the positivity overrides what the negative side of the fans, what the bad side of the fans say. If that makes sense. So prior to the big reveal, Nakayama basically said that he was expecting fans to be flabbergasted to the announcement, and that he was seemingly right about that. Ultimately, though, Nakayama believes that they're doing this for the sake of creating a world where people have more fighting games to enjoy. It's not just because they love only Street Fighter or Fatal Fury, This statement seems to imply that we could even see more guests later down the road. Uh, so they sat down for an interview about it, and they talked with him about it and stuff. Finally, Famitsu says, please give us a message to all the fans who are looking forward to Street Fighter 6's year 2. This is our first time doing something like this, so I think there are some people who have a hard time accepting it as well, just like I said earlier. Please rest assured we are working hard to make sure that every character fits well within the world of Street Fighter 6 and that our users will be able to fall in love with them. Capcom recently posted that there's going to be a demo, a Terry Bogard demo, going to be playable. So let's get to that. Terry Bogard demo and trailer. This was 3 hours and 27 minutes ago at the time of this recording. Confirmed later this month for Street Fighter 6, and here's where the party starts. You gotta go to Germany if you want to be among the first to get your hands on the Wild Wolf, though. So, he's definitely coming. After nearly 40 years, Street Fighter is about to receive its first guest character from another developer, and it's going to be a good one. Fatal Fury's Terry Bogard is next in line to join the Street Fighter 6 cast for Season 2 after M. Bison, and some unlucky people are going to get to play the Wild Wolf early in just a few weeks. Capcom officially announced their lineup of titles that are going to be available at Gamescom 2024, around 5 games: Monster Hunter Wilds, Ace Attorney, Investigations Collection, Kunitsugami, Path of the Gods, which looks really good when I get my hands on that, Monster Hunter Now, and Street Fighter 6. Seeing Street Fighter 6 up there next to 2 upcoming titles had us wondering at first if Terry would be making a special appearance, but that was cleared up rather quickly. The official description of the game's inclusion confirms Terry is making the trip out to Germany in a playable demo for attendees. Attendees of the Capcom booth will also be able to get global first hands with the newest first ever guest character in the Street Fighter series, Terry Bogard. From SNK's Fatal Fury series, fans can get to grips with Terry and try out his moves ahead of release this fall. Terry Bogard, the legendary Hungry Wolf, can be purchased individually with Street Fighter coins or unlocked for players who own or purchase the Year 2 Character Pass, Ultimate Pass. Now, give me a second. Although they didn't say it out right here, it basically confirms that we'll be getting a full gameplay trailer for Terry by that point, because it'd be too wildly out of character for Capcom to make a new fighter playable without the trailer first. While it could technically happen anytime between now and then, the most obvious place the developers may show off what the SNK icon can do would be at Gamescom opening night live. This show full of reveals is set to take place on Tuesday, August 20th at 8 p.m. local time, so 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. So you guys look forward to that. There's also a great chance that they give us Terry's actual release date at the event, which will likely be some point in December, which perfectly makes sense, as I've been noticing the trend behind that. So with that being said, guys, there's going to be a playable Terry trailer. First there's going to be a Terry trailer first before they, allow the users to use him during the Gamescom event next when the event happens this month, the Tokyo Game Show and everything. So you guys, if anyone's going out there, more power to you. So definitely looking forward to that. Listening to what he plays like and everything like that. I'm very curious to see what his gameplay is going to be like. You know what I mean? Are they going to put in his max mode, or to merge with his tool set of moves already, or are they just going to strictly just use his Fatal Fury incarnation and leave out his KOF mechanics? We don't know. We will see what happens. But other than that, I'm signing out. Thank you guys for listening to this Fighting Game News. A-Games is signing out. I will be back for part 2, following up with Terry Bogard, Mai Shiranui, and the possibility of a Capcom versus SNK 3. All right, guys, take care. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You guys, peace out. Take care.